Hello viewers, and welcome to another edition of Spartan Showcase. I'm your host, Andy Quiros, and today I am joined by Uxbridge High School Secretary and co-chair of the holiday party, Mrs. Becky Wise.
Andy, thank you for having me today.
Yeah, no problem. So first off, Mrs. Wise, can you describe to the viewers what the holiday party is all about?
The holiday party is something that Mrs. Silbor has started 19 years ago, and it's a great event. It's for the community here in Uxbridge, and it has everything for the children, different games and food, and everything is free. All we ask is for an unwrapped new toy to come, or also one thing is what's overlooked is also teenagers that are in need of something also. So we also ask, to also look out for the older children.
And how long have you been involved in the party?
Well, I've been working here for 20 years, and we've been involved just about from the beginning, and it's just such a great event.
And what's your favorite part about it?
Favorite part about it is the day of. Everybody running around crazy, getting everything, set up and doing all that. And it's just amazing that how fast the night goes and the amount of people that come through the community.
And what made you decide to volunteer through this in the first place?
Just being here in the high school, and Mrs. DiBattista was involved before, and we worked very close together. And just helping her out, seeing what was going on, and just seeing everybody from town, and being a townie myself, it's just nice to see all the kids that are here. And the night of, and my children also, who were that age at once, and were able to enjoy the evening.
I remember coming here when I was a kid. I used to love the holiday party so much.
It's something that everybody looks forward to each year as a community to do.
And so what makes it so successful each year?
It's the students themselves. You see them come in with different ideas, and you just go, and it's just a brainstorm when you're in there with Mr. Silbor and the different meetings at nighttime, and the kids that come together, and just to figure out what they're going to do for that night of.
So speaking of that, this year's will be held on Friday, December 2nd. Can you describe what the student volunteers are doing in preparation to host the event?
Well, right now, as we speak, they're actually painting windows in the main lobby and everything. So as people enter for that evening, and that's the main point where they start, they can see just the artistic ability that our children have here. And the windows are being painted right now. I've been working on the chains and the snowflakes and everything, and just the ideas themselves of what they'll be doing that evening for different games.
And the biggest hit usually is the maze.
Oh yes, the maze is unbelievable, yes.
So can you explain how that is done?
Well, we need a good crew of, it's usually the boys that do it, and big boxes. I mean, they've been coming in, people have been bringing them in, and kids getting them, and they decorate the insides maybe with some sparkly paper and some lights and everything, and the kids are able to crawl through it that evening, and the parents will be waiting out in the hallway. It's located down in the music area, Mrs. Penza, and the children just love crawling through it.
And each year the party has a different theme, and the maze shows that. So what is this year's theme?
This year's theme is Peanuts. And right now you can see the kids with Snoopy and the different characters and that are being painted right now, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, this year's Peanuts.
Do you have a favorite theme?
Not really. I mean, every year has been great. We've had Polo Express, we've had Disney, we've had so many different things, and it's just so nice to see the the different artistic abilities from everybody and what they bring to it.
So when it comes time for the holiday party talk, how do you decide on a theme?
I think it's the different kids, and I know they go through Mr. Silbor, and then just because being involved, and it's the 19th one, we try not to make sure it's duplicated or anything like that, so that, it's different for the kids,
And so the point of this is to raise toys for kids who cannot afford them. So how do the donated toys get picked up, and what charity do they go to?
So what happens is the night of, Denise Mazzulli, who's the director of the People's First Food Pantry here we have in town, she's amazing in everything she does. So that night we work with her, and she comes here with different volunteers from the food pantry, and we load everything up in the back of the truck and what they have, and they bring it to the food pantry, and they distribute it from there.
So the food pantry distributes once we bring the gifts to them?
Yes. Well, actually, they come pick them up, and they also bring them back there.
And do you have any words of advice for those students who have not yet shown interest in volunteering but would like to get involved?
Just go see Mr. Silbor. We're looking for volunteers all the time, and the night of, we need all the help we can get for breaking up and for setting up and for breaking down at the end of the evening.
How does the setup go on the night of?
Everybody kind of, what they're working on, may it be the maze, or may it be in the cafeteria, or the booth right at the beginning. They're kind of in charge of that area, and then just whatever we need for decorating, putting out the Christmas trees and the blow-ups and the garland and everything. Somebody kind of gets a job, and we need as many people as we can have. Would be great.
And what time does the doors open for this?
The doors open at 5:30.
Thank you. So that's all for today's show. I'd like to thank everyone here at UCTV who helped with this production. Thank you so much, Mrs. Wise, and I'll see you at the holiday party.
Thank you for having me.